and start. So, we're here today to celebrate you, Autumn, and it feels really goofy to be on a video. We're here to celebrate you and your life of 15 years. I think you're turning 15. And
wow, we should probably figure that out.
She's turning 15. She was born. What is today? This is 2010. 10. Yeah, she was born in 95. So she's turning 15. Oh. 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Well, if you include the space, it's 15.
We have come up with 14 things about you, Autumn, and that we think describe you, who you are. I'm sure that there are more things, but that this is what we came up with using your name. So we're going to start with that, and unfortunately, there's only 15 letters in Autumn Patience. 14, I mean, not 15. And I thought it would be really cool if there were 15, because then we could act like we did that on purpose, but we didn't do that on purpose. So
well, it's 15 if you include the space.
Okay. So, I don't know how we should do this. Do you want to do one and then I do one? Or
yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to start with Autumn. A for affectionate.
U for utterly adorable.
T for tender.
U for understanding.
M for musical.
N for not noisy.
P, starting now with patience. What else could you start with other than patient?
A, amiable.
T, timid.
I, interesting.
E, embracing.
And N, nice.
And C, caring.
And E, elegant. I forgot how to spell it for a second. Elegant.
So anyways, that is something we wanted to do to tell you that we think you're precious. Oh, I could do
we could have used P precious for
precious. There's just so many, but we had to stop somewhere.
You can use
hey,
that.
There's the P
for chapin. The P in chapin. Okay, never mind.
No, but we'll add that one in, and then that's 15.
There you go.
So those are like your 15 spankings. What are we going to give her to grow on?
Ground?
Ground.
Yeah, you grow on ground. Earth.
We should send her a plant in the mail.
Well, you don't grow in 0G. You grow on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in celebration of the fact that our family is so musical, we are going to raise our voices and sing happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Audipoo. Happy birthday to you. Tara's gonna be like, what in the world? Anyways, so other than that, I'm really sorry that we took so long to get this to you. I am a procrastinator.
Autumn doesn't know that though.
Well, now she does.
Okay.
And so yeah, I kind of got a second deadline to give this to you, and I had full intentions to do it, but the time just ran out on me, and I needed a second deadline.
Procrastinator would be the P in her middle name of Hope.
You're only supposed to put positive things.
Oh. Okay.
So you need to come up with a different P for that.
Okay.
What is it?
I don't know. Precious.
You can't copy. Anyways. So basically, I thought maybe I would tell you about how your birth story. Now, I don't remember all of your birth story, but there are different things that I do remember that maybe Mom wouldn't remember. And I'm pretty sure I've told you these things, but, you know, just to make sure you remember. When Mom was pregnant with you, she actually had a really hard pregnancy, and she was on a really strict diet, and the midwife that she had was a totally different midwife than any of her other pregnancies, and she didn't feel very connected. We had just moved to Texas, and Mom was feeling pretty lonely, and she started having contractions actually pretty early, earlier than really any of the rest of us. So of course we were just excited that we might have a baby sister. Actually, I don't think we knew if you were a girl or a boy yet, because Mom and Dad, I don't think, did sonograms. But anyways, on the day, well, Mom had a couple of runs where she thought she was in labor, and she called the midwife, and the midwife would come out, and then her contractions would peter out, and the midwife would go home, and finally it really did kick in, but it was long and drawn out, and it was the very first time that we were ever allowed to actually still stay at the house. And all the rest of the times with all the other births, Mom kicked us out. And so with your birth, we were allowed to actually be on the other side of the door and hear you be born. And I was really excited and hung out in the house. And actually in the house, it was in the big old house. You probably have seen pictures. I don't know if you remember it or not. But in the middle of the living room and Mom's bedroom, there was a little entryway. Sorry, you can't see my hands. There was a little entryway when you came in the front door. And so when I realized that Mom was actually having you, I came and sat down by the door to listen. And when we finally heard you cry, I think Mom's contractions actually spaced out to like 10 minutes at the very end, which now as a midwife, that was not good. It's amazing she didn't have to go to the hospital with you. But anyways, so once you were born, though, you know, Mom was exhausted. It had been long, drawn out, and basically we went in and grabbed you, me and Summer, and Mom let us have you while she went to bed. I mean, after a little while, I'm sure she nursed you and everything. And so I laid down on the couch and had you tucked in my arm. You were so tiny. And you were actually really tiny. I think you were only 5 pounds, 12 ounces. I have to ask Mom to be sure, but you were tiny. You were the tiniest one Mom ever had. And you actually had very little water in your sack. And so it was probably a good thing that you did actually come really early, because when there's no water around you, you're not protected from the contractions. And so when you have contractions, it can compress the cord, and you could actually have died from it. So that's pretty, I mean, it's a good thing you were born early. Anyway, so I took you in the living room and was laying on the couch, And then I fell asleep with you. And the next thing I knew, the phone rang. And I jumped up and grabbed the phone. And after I think I answered it, I was like, oh yeah, I had the baby. Where's the baby? Because I couldn't remember what I did with you. And so thankfully you were still tucked up on the couch and I didn't actually throw you across the room or anything in my anxiousness to get to the phone. So you should have known then that, you know, if you call me, then maybe I will jump up and answer your phone. So call me. Okay? I love you. Happy birthday. And I hope this next year is like the most amazing year of your life. Michael, do you want to say anything else?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be able to send this file because it's so big. Yes.
Oh, crud.
But I don't really have a story. I don't. When
Well, why don't we
met you,
stop it and we'll continue it? Okay, let's stop it.
Okay.